Angela Fazio is an industry powerhouse who has overseen 40,000 homes sold and $9 billion in production. And Kristen Cantrell is one of the nation's most accomplished team leaders, helping thousands of agents build their businesses. They are passionate about educating, encouraging, and empowering moms in real estate. Our next episode starts now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Moms in Real Estate. I'm Angela Fazio.
And I'm Kristen Cantrell. And today we get the pleasure of speaking with Victoria Beyea from Mississippi, our first Mississippi guest. Why are we so excited about this?
I don't know. I can spell Mississippi backwards.
I know. I think it's like
I-P-P-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-M.
This is why. So what's the topic?
Well, today Victoria is going to be talking about something that will resonate with many of you, and that's getting into real estate as a new mom. So welcome, Victoria. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. So I just got in real estate 2 years ago. That's when my whole life changed. So before then, I did multiple things. I was, a financial coach. I worked at a bank, and then I've always played the harp since I can remember, probably about 6 years old. So my husband actually quit his job in January of 2020 to come full-time onto that. And so we played at weddings. Of course, COVID hit March of 2020. And so there were no weddings, right? So it was this full 6 months before anything started happening again. And so we had zero income for 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
Zero with a new kid. She was 1, right? She turned 1 March of 2020. And so we were sitting there going, this isn't right. We got to do something. We have to protect our family. And I was like, I've always wanted to do real estate. I sold my gaming computer to pay for the course. And
I love that.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go full force. Let's go. So October 2020, I got my license and I had a 1-year-old. I've taken her to like 2 or 3 showings, but, it's changed everything getting into real estate, and it's been fantastic. And so that's where it brings us to today.
I love that story. Like that is so
my gaming computer to pay for the course. That's dedication.
It is. And
I'm not a nerd.
I also love that you say like real estate changed your life, and it really can.
My life.
I know it changed mine.
Yeah.
Like how cool is that? So all 3 of us, life's changed through real estate.
Seriously.
Wait, hold on. So your husband plays the harp too?
No, so he was doing behind the scenes everything. So he was booking
I
everything for
see.
me. He was my video. He was my photography. He was everything, right? So he was the one doing social media saying, hey, we need to make content. I was like, okay. I knew we were supposed to do that, but you're right. I don't like the camera.
Are you still getting hired to go out and do like weddings and everything and do the harp?
Yes, I am. So last year I did about 25, 30 weddings and then probably another 15, 20 events. This year I'm trying to tone it back. And then again, next year I'm going to tone it back a little bit more just because I love real estate so much. I want to put more into that, but I love the harp. And so I'm going to continue it. It's just
where I have to watch you. Like, can I watch your video or something?
Yeah. So Instagram, YouTube,
okay.
Just my name. Mm-hmm.
Wait, I feel like I didn't see the harp on your Instagram. I need to go back. Go ahead and tell everybody.
For harp. Yeah, I have one for harp, and then I have one for Instagram, a little more personal. But for Instagram, it's Victoria Beyea harpist. I post on there a little bit, not as much anymore. And then I have Victoria Beyea with my real estate.
I have a question for you. Who got you? How did you ever have that interest? Like, was it your parents or a family member?
My sister.
Absolutely. Sister.
Really? I had to be like her. She was 6 years old, about 5.5 years older than me. And she was playing harp. And of course, being the younger sister, I'd be exactly like her. I'd follow her around. Well, what was she doing? She was playing harp. Well, guess what I was about to do?
Well, what about her? How'd she get into it?
I'm not sure. I think she saw somebody playing a concert at some point.
That was interesting.
And I know my mom and my grandpa made her a small 22-string harp from scratch. They had a kit and they made it.
No kidding. I played the zither when I was little. Do you know what the zither is?
No.
It's like a lay down harp. It's a stringed instrument. It's called a zither, and you play it with a pick.
Oh, that's cool.
That
Did you
is
know that?
No,
awesome.
I didn't.
My sister and I used to play Heaven. I would get on the top bunk with my zither and I'd be like,
I have to look that up now.
Oh my
she was on the
gosh.
bottom bunk and that was hell. And I would take string and I'd put like jail things down. So I was in heaven playing the zither and she was in hell.
That's crazy. Okay, so real quick, let's go into real estate. What have the last 2 years looked like for you? And my big question for you is, have you incorporated this world you've built around being a harpist into real estate?
Yeah, integrated
Like,
it.
do you integrate the two?
Yeah, so integrating them is actually really hard. Me and my husband have a huge calendar we keep for the whole family. That's where everything goes. But he has his calendar and I have mine. And we just let each other know, hey, we're doing this at this time. And hey, we have an event this day, block off all other business. We're focusing on this item. And so integrating them is hard, but it can be done. And we have found that out by making sure we see each other's calendar and what we're doing. Since a lot of the business stuff we do is all together, we run our own businesses. That's what it is. So we don't have somebody saying you have to be in 9 to 5. Do what?
Do you get clients from each other? Like, do you get harpist clients from your real estate and real estate clients from your harpist stuff?
It has just started. I'd say about 3-4 months ago, I'm starting to see a couple of people come over from my harp stuff saying, hey, you were in real estate? What? I didn't know that. I was like, well, yeah, I'm not going to be at your wedding going, hey, guess what? I can sell you a house too.
Well, yeah. And I want to encourage you, even with your separate social medias. Yes, there's a spot to have separate social medias, but people follow you because they like you. And if you could make it to where you're Victoria, the harpist who also sells real estate, you will get people that will like and trust you, relate with you, and they'll know that you do both things and you show up every day and like you sprinkle those things in.
Absolutely. Yes.
And I feel like that's how it will also help you start integrating to where you're having like your real estate clients be like, oh my gosh, you're a harpist. That's so cool. You should come do my party, or, and vice versa. If you're getting hired to do an event, they know you're a real estate agent.
Yeah. Can you imagine doing a housewarming party for your clients? Your closing gift is you show up with your harp and like give them a little concert. That would be amazing.
That would be legit.
I'd buy a house from you for that.
Right. Yeah, that's where I've struggled a lot, is trying to integrate my life with, being a mom, because I don't want to put my kid out there for clout, right? I don't want to put her out there of I'm trying to get views and all that. And if she doesn't want to be in it, I'm not going to make her be in it, right? And then same thing for like harp. I haven't found the way to integrate that like I would like.
Help you.
But we'll get it done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely, I think a lot of people struggle with social media and putting their lives out there, and you can still show up as a mom. And if your daughter doesn't want to be in it, don't put her in it. I actually had a girl, I was on a social media panel a couple weeks ago, and one of the girls is like, oh, if I haven't had a picture with my kids in a while, I say, kids, come on in here. And I was like, well, that to me, like for me, and everybody has a different, how they run their social media. For me, I have to show up as me authentically. Yeah. And if I'm thinking like, oh, my kids haven't been in a picture in a while, and go grab them, to me, that's not being authentic to me. But you know what I mean? So I feel like even showing up, just being a mom, people are going to relate with you. They'll know you're a mom. They don't need to see your daughter,
Right. I agree.
Yes, 100%.
So how have you gotten your clients the first couple of years?
So of course I post on my normal Facebook every now and then. So if I, sell something, I put it out there, and I've had people go, oh, that's cool. I didn't know you were doing that. Of course, that's one of the ways I've gotten clients. Another one is I use OpCity with realtor.com. That's one way I got those. Of course, talking with, friends and family, let them know what I do, and not only letting them know what I do, showing them what I do.
Yes.
So I've seen it's not about saying, hey, I do. It's, this is what it's like. This is what I do. Let's come look, And so that's where I'm changing now, is instead of just behind the scenes doing my job, it's like people might want to know actually what is my day-to-day life? Like what am I doing? Am I going on? Lately, I've done like tours. So maybe they want to see the houses behind the scenes, not just from photos. They want to actually see the homes. So that's just how I've been integrating and showing people like what I do. And that's how I get my clients, is just showing them.
Yeah. So tell me, what has been something that's been instrumental in the last 2 years for you and for getting started in real estate?
Oh, seriously, the last year I've grown so much in real estate. I switched brokerages to Keller Williams, and just having the people behind me is insane. Having a group there that you can go and mastermind together and learn from other people. It's not throwing you a contract, say, good luck, enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure y'all have heard that all the time. Is somebody just throwing a new agent a contract, say, go do your best.
Right. All the time. It's usually like I just met with an agent yesterday, and she's at a local brokerage that's 100% shop, and she's like, we have no training, no market updates, no collaboration. I don't even know anybody at my brokerage. And I told her, I said, you know what? Something that took me years to understand is like you pay to play sometimes, and it's going to be a higher commission sometimes at brokerages. But if they have the value and the things that you need in the collaboration, it will help you grow to levels that you never would have grown at those 100% shops.
It makes a whole different experience. Like we were saying, real estate changed our lives. It didn't change our lives without changing us, right?
Yeah.
And in order to experience change, you have to be surrounded with people who are supporting your change, giving you the options of how you can change and how you can grow. If you don't have that, you just stay the same. No wonder people are lonely and bored in real estate.
Yeah.
You don't surround yourself with the right people.
Right. You have to surround yourself with the right people. That's who you are. If you have 5-10 people that are there encouraging, you will most likely be an encouraging person. It makes sense.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
So tell everybody if there's any other last piece of advice, if you're a new mom and you're getting into real estate, any advice that you'd give them, go ahead.
Give yourself time. It's okay if you're not perfect 100% of the time. That's what it is.
Like, you're never going to be perfect 100% of the time.
You cannot do everything perfectly. I even struggle with this now. I want to be the perfect mom. I'm sure y'all hear this all the time. You want to be the perfect mom. You want to have the perfect business. You want to make sure everything fits in a box and it's all perfect. It's not going to be. I mean, we were talking that, I had strep throat last week. Okay, that took a few days to recover from. Well, now I have family, so have kind of like what we were talking about, having the people around you that are encouraging and supportive. My mother-in-law is out there taking care of my daughter because she's so sick. My daughter hasn't moved off that couch in 2 hours. Terrible. My mother-in-law is here to help. It's okay not to be perfect 100% of the time. It's okay to ask for help.
I ask for help all the time. Same. I have no shame and somebody told me before I had my first son, like, never be afraid to ask for help. And for some reason it's stuck in my brain. And so thankfully I've always been fine with it.
Yeah. And Kristen and I are very, very good at voicing our shortcomings.
Yeah, I will tell you. And perfection is something that if anyone's out there and they're a perfectionist, like, that's a hard thing to put on yourself. Like, nothing's ever going to be perfect. And sometimes like your business is going to be great and your family life's going to struggle. And like everything like can flip flop and
in a second.
Oh my gosh. So don't put that pressure on yourself.
Absolutely.
Progress over perfection.
I hope
exactly. I struggle with that constantly.
Oh, it's okay not to be perfect. We don't. Yeah. That's what I hope our audience gets the most out of like our podcast is that authenticity and perfection they don't coincide. They can't even be in the same spot because it's just not possible.
Yeah, right. I agree. Well, you've been awesome. I
loved how interesting your background is. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
And one day, hopefully you'll come on and play the harp for us.
Why don't you come out to Flourish and play the harp at Flourish? Can you travel?
I'm down for it.
You are?
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, that would
We're going to get off here and we're going to talk to her. So if you guys haven't gotten your tickets for Flourish yet, go to theflourishevent.com.
Can't miss it.
Go get them. It is going to be so much fun. And you might see her here. They're playing
a harpist.
We might have a harpist.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
So cool.
Let's see if we can get it scheduled. I don't know. I don't know what my calendar looks like yet, but we'll see.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Oh, we're gonna put Flourish on your calendar, and your husband's gonna be like, "What's Flourish?" Because he's gonna see it and he's gonna show up for you when you're gone.
Right. Take pictures and videography.
Oh, he's gonna come with her. Okay, all right, cool. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
let's
you
do it.
so
He's in
much,
real estate
Victoria.
too.
Oh,
Oh, perfect. And you guys
perfect.
have flexible
Perfect,
schedule.
right?
Thank you guys for
Well, thank
listening to
y'all
me.
so
Love you guys.
much.